Hey guys, so I'm just getting the prompt to give out the reminder message and express the silliness and humor that I can see and feel in it. Um, so the reminder message that you can't sell your soul. Your soul can't be sold by yourself, by others. Um, and again, it is silly and it is a joke, especially when when you think about the fact that, first of all, like, so how can a soul be sold? Because when you zoom out far enough, it's just fact and truth that all is God's source. So what is God's source? The best words that I know, which are still small, I want to say shit, which is a judgment. Even saying small is judgment, but you can feel it's so much bigger and more powerful and more beautiful than this. It's so beyond words, labels, and definitions. With that being said, excuse me, the best words that I know how to explain God is conscious energy of unconditional, unrestricted, non-judgmental, open, shared, equal love within compassionate neutrality. So all is God's source, love. We are not actually separate souls. We're just playing pretend like we are. So how can a soul be sold when we're not separate souls and there is nothing outside of oneself? It's just God, which is love. Think about it. You can't, people, because in my illusion perception is going to be people go that don't believe in God, or believe that evil is real. But again, evil, what is evil? It's just the veil of illusion oneself chooses to blanket over truth, which is God's source love. Evil's not something that's bad. It's just the veil of illusion. Evil, veil. That's it. Veil of illusion. Demons, devil, Satan, just metaphors of one's own ego, shadow, illusion. It's not real. If it's not loving, it's not real. We're not separate souls. We're not these separate characters. We're just not. Everything is God's source. If it's not loving, it's not real. So with all that, you cannot sell your soul. Your soul cannot be sold by anyone or anything. There is no one outside of yourself to sell your soul. And there is no one outside of yourself to sell your soul to. It's just not like, it's so, I can literally feel the humor in it. Like, it's so silly and I do find it funny that people actually believe this. And like, it's actually a little confusing to me how anyone could actually believe that. And I need to remind myself that I was in a space of quite strong illusion at different points in my life, before and in the first year or so of my awakening. I mean, I'm still playing with illusion and I recognize that. I'm aware now of what this is. I'm aware of where I'm clinging to illusion, ego, shadow, and how that plays around and within me. Whereas before my whole life and within the first year ish within my awakening, I didn't recognize that and know that as much. I finally had a good friend, Julie, who I've mentioned many times, kind of helped me click into certain things that made me realize, oh, this is how I'm playing it. I already knew everything was energy and I was connected with it all, but she helped me give that click in of, oh, everything is energy and everything outside of myself is what I'm projecting out. And it's playing out as I'm allowing it. As I control myself, I control my made up others. It's not a control of me over them. It is allowing what is real to shine through. So when I'm saying control my made up others, I mean where I'm allowing my illusions, shadow, ego to project out and reflect back at me through these characters, or where I'm doing my self work and allowing what is real, truth, love, source to project out and shine back at me through these others, where I'm releasing my ego control and allowing the true control that my true self is and I am one with to take over. So that's just it. Our true limitlessness comes within love. So we got to start letting this stuff go of separate souls and soul selling and all of this stuff. Ancestors are a thing, are people from our past that we're separate from, and that they can do things to us, and that they're, you know, we've got ancestors that are warrior spirits fighting for us against things. Like, nah, we got to stop that and let it go if we want to come into our true limitlessness. We got to accept and allow oneness, unity, thy will. We're not here to play with the illusion of abusing our powers this time anymore, rather, you know, anymore, now, whatever words. Not that we're to judge it as bad or wrong. No bad or wrong has ever been done. Everything is helpful. And again, there is no past. All versions are playing out yet. None of it's actually happening. It's just a matter of now the way we're playing this game now is we're playing the game of turning our made up nightmare into a dream of truth. And in order to do that, oneness, unity, thy will. No more of this us versus them, bad versus good. These things are evil and these things aren't. Souls can be sold. We're being mind controlled. There's fear program being placed on us. We made up our own false evidence appearing real. We made up our own mind control. We are our own mind control. And it's up to oneself to do the mental cleanup in order to allow the real control that we truly are to shine through, which is going to bring us nothing but love, bliss, peace, abundance, happiness, joy, euphoria, without opposition, goodness without opposition. No more yin yang, no more back and forth, no more up and down. Wholeness, oneness, peace, love, joy, bliss, unity, beyond stuff that we can even imagine. Like, this is literally limitless within love. What we can actually do is, like, I know it's beyond my imagination, but it's again within love. So we are not separate souls. All is God. So therefore, you cannot sell your soul. You cannot sell other souls, and others cannot sell your soul. We're not separate souls. We are all God. There's nothing to sell your soul to. And there's not a separate soul to be sold. So hopefully you guys can find the humor in that. I know that some of you know that I've been a little MIA, and where I have been active in a few spaces, I know I've been quite in a place of resistance, misery, bitterness, anger, all of that stuff. I'm not perfect at it right now. I've been really trying not to do too much on social media. And I'm really trying. I'm struggling with it, and I'm struggling with doing the work on it. With that being said, I am trying and I am working as best I can through the struggle on myself, on fully feeling and embracing where I'm at the same time working on this stuff and helping to help myself pull myself more into a place of truth rather than sitting in my place of illusion. I'm quite strongly sitting in a place of, you know, illusioned perception of rejection, being too much, not being enough, pushing people away, not being wanted, valued, needed, seen, heard, loved, you know, all that stuff. I've become quite hermity not really talking to a lot of people, particularly because I'm in the illusion of I'm a burden to their presence. And I'm clinging strongly to that illusion when it comes to pretty much everybody, that I'm a burden to everybody's presence. So that's difficult. I, again, have the knowing, what is everybody? All is God. There is no one outside myself. I know that. I do know that. Again, though, this is what the spiritual war is. It's having these truths, knowing what these truths are, but still clinging to your ego, illusion, shadow, which is, this is an example of that. And I do react and act out of ego, which, if, for example, like I just said, pulling back away from people and hermiting myself and not talking to people. So I'm aware of it. I do still act in these ways. Along with that, though, I also do work on it as best I can. So just wanted to give a little bit of an update there, particularly for anyone who comes across this who knows where I've been at lately. Just wanted to throw that out there and give a thanks to everyone who has been and continues to be a support for me. Even if I've pulled back and I'm not really saying anything, again, it's because I'm not wanting to be a burden. Even though I know technically I can't be, I'm playing with illusion that I am and illusion fear that I am. So that's why I'm, MIA. And then with that, though, it's because I'm working on myself too with this. So yeah, I'm trying. I do feel like I can do more, but I do work on this every day, even if there's days where it's just a little bit, even if it's just one sentence I give away a day. I always do something. I tend to do more than that, but I'm just saying, even if it's just one sentence, I'm at least doing something each day. So, all right, well, that's all I was kind of really getting the prompt to talk about right now. So I just woke up not too long ago. I don't know. Anyway, all right. And now I got a yawn. I might be going back to bed in a little bit. It's still quite early. All right. Thank you guys for watching, for listening, for supporting me, for walking through this journey with me, for playing the roles you're playing. And I want to say I'm sorry. I know what this character of Tally can be like. Harsh, abrasive, in your face, too much, not enough. But again, those are judgments toward myself that I'm also working on. Everything is love. Everything is helpful. I am one with all, God's source. I am one with love. And rest there. All right. Thanks, you guys. I love you. And as always, have a wonderful now.